your tailbone under. Let your shoulders drop back into your mat. Sometimes the shoulders feel like they're open and grounded, but we can open and ground down more. So actually lift through your upper back and kind of tuck the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Let your eyes close. As you start to feel the movement of your breath more tangibly in the belly and beyond, allow that to pull you into yourself a little deeper. How are you doing this morning? And the inquiry that I want to dive into right away is just this. And I want you to hear these words echo inside of your mind. How am I doing? And what do I need? How am I doing? And what do I need? And that's going to be kind of our goal today, to tap into that realm of unheard or unspoken needs, really starting to align ourselves with that and just creating that pathway towards allowing those needs to really be met. So I want to expand on that just a little more. And this week I've been listening to this podcast that talks about happiness versus fulfillment. Happiness versus fulfillment. Happiness is considered more of an emotion, which means it's fleeting, similar to frustration or anger, sadness, even bliss. Fulfillment is something that vibrates way deeper. So again, as we move, we're starting to awaken our unheard and our unspoken needs with the goal of kind of reaching that vibration of fulfillment. So I want you to cultivate that now with your eyes closed and your body, heart, mind, and soul. What does fulfillment feel like? What does it feel like in your heart space to be fulfilled? What do you see within your mind when you hear that word, fulfillment? And how does that land in the body physically? So what do you need within your practice today that will make you feel that vibration of fulfillment more? And can you give yourself permission to just move from that place of creating a pathway towards fulfillment and allowing your every need to be met? Let's take maybe 2 more breaths before we start to infuse this into our movement. Let your next inhale and exhale be longer and deeper. And if you know you need it this morning, find an inhale through your nose and a nice big sigh through your mouth. And if that felt good, do it again. An inhale through your nose, fill up. Big sigh through your mouth, let your breath go. Let your next inhalation move you as if you were just waking up for your day, and perhaps you really are. Start to wiggle around or rock around in your muscles and in your bones. Take a full body stretch if you want. Send your arms over your head and actively reach from your fingertips to your toes. So in Power and Ease, we always start each class with glute bridges. So we'll do that first by just bending the knees, taking a moment here to scoop the tailbone under, and you might even rock your lower back and your hips side to side a couple times. Feet will eventually come to hip width. You can let your arms and your palms come down by your sides. And with an inhale, let's press the palms down and lift the hips up, our first bridge pose. And we'll release on the exhale right away, start to lower the spine back down. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift up, take it slow. And with the exhale, create a controlled release. Lower your bum down. 1 more time. Inhale and rise. And exhale, slowly release. Toe heel the feet out wide towards the edges of the mat. Scoop your tailbone under again and lift again. Inhale, press down, let your hips rise. This wide bridge pose. And again, releasing on the exhale, slowly lower back down. Inhale, lift. And exhale to let go. This time we'll lift up on the inhale and we'll stay up. Start to add a pulse to your hip points. Lift, lift, lift through the pelvis. And the knees are actively pressing out. So we're activating the outer thighs and the outer hips. It's a squeeze of the glutes every time you lift. Create your rhythm. Feel that sweet pace. Let your breath join the party too. So make sure you're still breathing deeply. And the whole body is working for you, not against you. Pulse, pulse, pulse. We'll keep the hips lifted. You can stop the pulse, but now we'll create a pulse with the knees going out and in, out and in. And it's just about an inch worth of movement, pressing the knees out and squeezing back in, out and in. Lift your hip points up a little higher. Keep that squeeze of the glutes. Maintain that pulse of out and in. And then again, hips lifted, stop that pulse. From here, we'll lift and lower the heels. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. As that burn starts to build, make sure the breath is still slow and steady. Lift and lower. Squeeze of the glutes. We're still kind of actively pressing out through the knees as well. Next time the heels are lifted, keep the heels lifted, keep the hips lifted. Last little move, again, a pulse of the hips. Lift, lift, lift. 3 more breaths. For 2. 1 more inhale and exhale. Lower the heels down and vertebrae by vertebrae. Lower your spine down. Scoop the tailbone under as you land. Bring your arms kind of up and by your ears or by your head. Go ahead and windshield wiper your knees side to side a couple times. Let's take an inhale through the nose. Big sigh through the mouth. And then with the knees upright, toe heel the feet in so they're hip width. Lift and scoop the tailbone under and bring your knees into your belly from there. Wrap your hands around your knees or your shins. Squeeze your knees towards your armpits. Flex and point through your toes and add some circles to your ankles. Let's take a brief happy baby. You can grab hold of your toes, your feet, or your legs to pull your knees down beside you. And just find stillness for that first breath or two. Should feel really good in the outer hips. Feel that rootedness in your lower back too. And then option to rock around a little bit here, and you might play with straightening out through the legs. Start to check in with your hamstrings. And then knees to belly. Let your arms open nice and wide. Take a deep breath in. And we'll drop both knees to the right as we breathe out. Easy twist. And then just to increase that traction or that stretch in the left hip, place your right hand on that top knee or thigh. Not a lot of pressure, but do gently press there to ground down more. Make sure your left shoulder blade is touching your mat too. Let's take an inhale through the nose and a sigh through the mouth. Shift your knees up through center, breathe in. Drop your knees to the left as you breathe out. And then left hand to that top knee or thigh. Add that little bit of pressure there to ground down. And drop the right shoulder into the mat more. And inhale through your nose. And a sigh through your mouth. Let's roll all the way onto this left side and we'll come on up. Find a seat here on your mat. And right away, we'll bring the soles of the feet together for bound ankle. Scoot your hips in towards your heels. Pull your heels in towards your pelvis and interlace your fingers around your feet. Lift up tall through the crown of the head. Breathe in. Turn your chin to the right. Soften your chin down there and let your eyes close. Let's add a little nod to the head. Move your chin up and down a couple times. Bring your chin through center, turn it to the left, tilt it down, and add that slow nod. To center, tilt your chin up, open and close your mouth, and add a wiggle to your jaw until you feel a release. Bring your head to center and drop your chin all the way down, heavy head. And then just a few big half circles. You can start to sway your head around. Challenge yourself to let the head actually feel heavy and try to release some of that control that we oftentimes create in the neck. And then lifting your head up, flutter your eyes open, straight into boat pose. Let's start by just bending the knees in front of the body, grab the backs of your thighs and tilt back with a straight spine. So this might be your posture here. Option to lift through your legs and extend the arms forward. Pull your belly button in, add a lift to your heart. Pull your hands to your chest, palm to palm. Stay lifted in the heart here as you inhale. We'll twist towards the right, let the left leg drop down and hover. Pause and take a breath. Inhale, come up through center, and exhale, twist to the left. Let your right leg hover. And then take that in flow. Inhale to center, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to center, and exhale to the left. To center, extend the arms forward, belly button in and heart high. Close your eyes and breathe. 3 breaths. For 2. 1 more inhale and exhale. Drop your feet, bring the soles together again, far in front of the body now. Round your spine and soften your forehead towards your toes. Take an inhale through your nose and a soft sigh through your mouth. And try to pull your torso down and in. Take another breath or 2 here. And then we'll rise with a breath in, straight back to boat. Again, option to keep the feet down or you can lift them up. Belly button to spine and heart high. Close your eyes, stillness, 3 breaths. For 2. Last inhale and exhale. As you drop your feet this time, cross your ankles, wrap your arms around your shins, squeeze and lift up tall. Take an inhale through your nose and a sigh through your mouth. Release that squeeze and we'll come to hands and knees. Tabletop position, fingers spread nice and wide. And let's get that primal feeling in the hands. So we're not just pressing down through the palms, but also pressing down through the fingertips and even out into your fingernails. And with an inhale, let's drop the belly, lift through your tailbone, your chest, and your chin. Close your eyes, sway your hips side to side, and just feel that front of the core start to open, release, and expand. And then when you feel an exhale, go ahead and round your spine, pull your belly button up, shift your shoulders forward, sway your shoulders side to side. Couple rounds of cat-cow now. Drop your belly as you inhale, peel your heart up. Round your spine as you exhale, push the earth away. Again, take a deep breath in, belly down, lift your heart. Full exhale as you round your spine. Keep your spine rounded. Sink your right hip towards your right heel. Lean into and out of that hip a couple times. Circle your hips around to the left. Lean into and out of your left hip. To center, curl your toes, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and stretch yourself back. Let's bend back and forth in the knees a couple times, just waking up the hamstrings. Sway your head around between your arms. Add a little wiggle to your jaw. Blink your eyes and stick out your tongue. And find a little bit of stillness and see if you can stretch back deeper. Press your heart up towards the creases of your thighs and tilt your tailbone higher towards the sky. And then we'll rise to the tippy toes nice and slow here on an inhale and begin to ripple forward into high plank. Shift your shoulders over your wrists. Shine your heart forward when you get there. Go back to down dog. Send your hips high. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, ripple forward. And exhale, slowly stretch back. 1 more. Inhale, ripple forward. Down dog, hips to the sky. Take an inhale through your nose. Big sigh through your mouth. To the top of the mat, step or walk up to a forward fold. Straight into ragdoll from there. You can widen your stance. Heavy, heavy torso. And we're working to elongate the spine as well as the neck. So the crown of the head is reaching down. And we're creating space between the pubic bone and the belly button. This is a great opportunity to circle the wrists around and to awaken those smaller muscles in the body too. Let's toe heel the feet in so they're about hip width or closer. Bend your knees here and vertebrae by vertebrae, start to roll yourself up to standing. Squeeze the shoulders up, back and down. Let your palms flip open. Inhale, reach your arms high. Bring your hands towards your chest. Rest a palm to your heart and a palm to your low belly. Close your eyes. How am I doing? And what do I need? How are you doing? And what do you need? And start to carve that pathway towards fulfillment. Make sure you're checking in over and over again. Move from a place of authenticity and give yourself full permission to just do what feels good. Let's take an inhale through the nose. Big sigh through the mouth. Let your palms fall open. Big breath in, sweep and reach. Swan dive on the exhale, forward fold as you release. Inhale to a halfway lift. Lion's breath. Do that again. Inhale halfway. Lion's breath. 1 more, halfway. Lion's breath. Plank pose, plant your palms, step your feet back and stay. So option to drop your knees down. If the knees are lifted, we're just gonna stack the right ankle on top of the left. Squeeze your inner thighs together, and with an exhale, find chaturanga arms, go halfway down, push back up. Return to plank, right toes to the mat. Stack your left ankle on top of your right, squeeze your legs together, go halfway down, push up, plank pose, left foot to the mat. Shift forward, look forward to your belly, nice and slow. 3 baby cobras. Use an inhale to peel the chest up just a little bit. Release on your exhale, tap your forehead down. Again, inhale, rise, activate the core as you lift. Slow exhale as you release. 1 more option to take it into locust. You could lift through your palms and your legs a little bit too. And then exhale to release. Press yourself up through tabletop. Down dog from there. Take your time to lift and stretch back. Let's take an inhale through the nose. Big sigh through the mouth. 2 Ujjayi breaths. Let the second breath be deeper than the first. Couple of sun salutes. Let's start to flow to the top, step, hop, or walk. Root to rise as you inhale. Sweep your arms up. Swan dive on the exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway, lion's breath. Plank pose, plant your palms, step back. Shift forward, breathe in. Chaturanga as you breathe out. Up dog or cobra. Down dog, hips high to the sky. Breath in through your nose. Big sigh through your mouth. Seal the lips, one breath. To the top, step, hop, or walk. Rising with your inhale, sweep your arms up. Forward fold on the exhale, spread your wings. Inhale halfway and exhale to fold. Step or hop back, move through chaturanga at your own pace. And down dog is where we'll meet. Heart to thighs and hips to sky. Take an inhale through your nose. Big sigh through your mouth. Lift your right leg to the sky, breathe in. Bend your right knee, peel that hip open, take a deep breath. Straight legs, square hips. Bring your right knee towards your left elbow, under and across your body. Kick that leg up and back as you breathe in. Do that again, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick that leg high. One more, twist. Swing the knee to center. Step the foot through. Low lunge, drop your back knee down. Sweep your arms forward and up, breathe in. Press your palms together here at the top. Drop your thumbs towards the back of the neck. Rather than widening your elbows, hug them in. So the forearms are kind of pressing into the base of the skull. Option here to lean back a little bit, just be gentle. And you could shift your gaze towards the sky. And then keeping your palms together, inhale, extend your arms up. Exhale, pull your hands to your heart. Tilt forward, breathe in. A twist to the right as you breathe out. So you don't necessarily have to hook the elbow to the thigh. If it's more comfortable to stay lifted or even open the arms, go for it. Next option here is to curl the back toes under and use an inhale to lift that back leg up. If the back leg is lifted, next option here is to add knee tap. So in the twist, tapping your back knee down, lifting that knee and pressing out through the heel. Again, tap, lift, and press. One more, tap down, lift, and press. Release the twist, turn your torso towards center, drop your fingertips down. Standing split, walk your hands forward, lift your back leg high, breathe in. Tap those lifted toes out to the right side of the mat. Lift that left leg, squeeze the left glute. And do that again, tap to the right, lift and squeeze. One more, tap down, lift up and squeeze, chair pose, left foot to the mat. Hips low and arms high, breathe in. Hands to heart center as you breathe out. Put the weight into your right foot. Slowly stand. Bring your left knee up with you. Place your right hand to the outside of that lifted thigh. Reach your left arm back behind you. Try not to collapse into the belly or curve the spine. Keep the spine tall and lifted. And if you're feeling good, try to take your gaze back behind you too. 3 breaths. For 2. One more inhale and exhale. Turn to center nice and slow, hands to your heart. Back to standing split, extend this leg behind you. Slowly bring your fingertips down. Get a halfway lift in your chest here, breathe in. Fold into standing split as you breathe out. Full breath here within that stretch. Lift your back leg a little higher with your next inhale. Jiva squat on the exhale. Bend your knees and squeeze them together. Inhale, extend that leg up high. Again, bend and squeeze. Inhale and extend. One more time, squeeze in. Kick that leg nice and high. Crescent lunge, take a huge step back to land. Sweep your arms up to the sky, big breath in. Hands to your heart as you breathe out. Tilt forward as you inhale. Another twist to the right as you exhale. So set it up and kind of check in. Last move before we get that sweet release. We're going to bring back in those knee taps if that felt okay. Tap the back knee down. Lift it up. Press out through the heel. Again, tap and lift. One more, tap it down and lift it up. Turn the torso to center, drop your fingertips down, drop your back knee down. Half splits, shift back to straighten-ish this front leg. If you're feeling a burn in that right hip, give it a little slap. And then some movement here to continue creating a release. Shift your hip side to side. Lean forward and back a couple times. Let's come through those lunge legs. Lift your back knee. Walk your hands forward and step forward. Ragdoll at the top of the mat. Widen your stance. And begin to create some feel-good movement in the body. That same goal here of creating a release, especially in that right side. Shake your head out. Get that wiggle going in the jaw and maybe that circular motion in the wrists. Let's toe heel the feet in again so they're about hip width. Bend the knees and slowly roll to standing. Get a squeeze of the shoulders up, back and down. Let your palms fall open. Inhale, sweep and reach. Bend at the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades, and like slow motion, draw the elbows in towards the rib cage. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Re-squeeze the shoulder blades there. Bend your knees a little or even a lot, and fold yourself forward. So the belly should kind of rest on the thighs as you fold, and the chin comes in towards the chest once you're in it. Bend back and forth in the knees. And then drop the fingertips down. Inhale to a halfway lift, horse lips. One more, halfway, horse lips. To plank pose, plant your palms, step back and stay. So just like we did towards the beginning of our practice, we're going to stack the right ankle on top of the left. Get those chaturanga arms, go halfway down. Push up. Plank pose, right foot to the mat, and then left ankle on top of right. Go halfway down. Push up. Plank pose, shift forward, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. And down dog, hips high to the sky. Take an inhale through your nose. Big sigh through your mouth. Second side, inhale, left leg high. Bend that knee to open that hip. Take a deep breath. Straight leg, square hips. Left knee to right elbow, take it slow. Inhale, extend that leg high. Again, cut it under and across. Inhale, kick it back. One more twist. Swing your knee to center. Step that foot through. Low lunge, drop your back knee down. Sweep your arms forward and up, breathe in. Palms press, drop your thumbs to the back of your neck. Hug your forearms in, and if it's comfortable, draw the elbows up and back. Keep the palms together, inhale, arms up, and exhale, hands to your heart. Tilt forward, breathe in, and a twist to the left as you breathe out. This side might feel entirely different, so check it out first. If you have that urge to take it further, you can start to curl the back toes under and use an inhale to lift that back knee up. Still feeling good, knee dips. Tap that back knee down. Lift the leg, press out through the heel. Again, tap it down and lift it up. Nice and slow. One more. Tap down and lift up. Turn your torso through center. Drop your fingertips down. Standing split, launch yourself forward. Back leg is lifted high, and we'll tap those toes down to the left. Lift that leg, squeeze that glute. Again, tap to the left, lift and squeeze. One more, tap it down, lift it up and squeeze. Chair pose, right foot to the mat. Hips low and arms high, breathe in. Hands to your heart as you breathe out. Put the weight into your left foot. Come on up, bring your right knee with you. Left hand to the outside of that lifted thigh. Right arm reaches back. Check in to make sure you're not rounding forward. Lift the crown of the head and the heart higher. And see if you can use that grip, hand to thigh, to create traction and twist deeper. 3 breaths. For 2. One more inhale and exhale. Turn to center, nice and slow, hands to your heart. Standing split, extend that leg behind you. Slowly bring your fingertips down. Halfway lift in your chest, breathe in. Fold into standing split on the exhale. Lift the back leg a little higher with the breath in. Jiva on the exhale. Bend the knees, squeeze them together. Inhale, kick that right leg up and back. Again, bend and squeeze. Inhale and extend. Last one, squeeze it in. Kick that leg high and a big step back to crescent lunge. Solidify your stance first. Arms up once you've got it and hands to heart center. Tilt forward, breathe in. Our second twist to the left as we breathe out. Once you're feeling good in that twist, option to add the knee dips. Tap the right knee down and lift it up. Again, tap and lift. One more, tap, lift it up, turn the torso to center, drop your fingertips down, drop your back knee down. Half splits, shift back, straighten-ish that front leg. Maybe a slap to that left hip, move some of that energy through. And then that free-flowing movement here to ignite that release. Let's come through a lunge, lift that back knee, walk your hands forward and step forward, ragdoll at the top of the mat. A nice wide stance. And still creating a dance in the body to move that lingering sensation and burn through. Bend back and forth in the knees. Sway the torso side to side. Sway the head side to side. So we'll keep the feet wide now. Let's turn the toes out and come on down into a squat. So just as low as you want to go. If you've got sensitivity in the knees, stay more lifted. If you're tight in the hips, stay lifted. If you're feeling open, drop in. Hands to your heart once you're where you want to be. Close your eyes. Start to circulate the breath all throughout that midsection of the body. Beginning to awaken the inner thighs. Tailbone is heavy. And the crown of the head is light. How am I doing? And what do I need? Let's take an inhale through the nose and a sigh through the mouth. Drop your hands down. Slowly start to lift the hips up. Be gentle. Keep your feet wide, but turn your toes forward. Hands to your hip creases. And on an inhale, rise with a straight spine. Let your palms fall open beside you. Inhale, sweep and reach. Bend at the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades. Slowly draw the elbows to the rib cage. Fingers lace behind the back. Re-squeeze the blades. Hinge at your hips and fold forward. Option to bend back and forth in your knees. And sway the chin side to side. Drop your fingertips down. Inhale to a halfway lift. Lion's breath. One more, halfway. Lion's breath. Plank pose. Plant your palms. Step your feet back and stay. Lifting the right foot up, we'll stack that right ankle on top of the left. Go halfway down. Push up. Plank pose. Left ankle on top of right. Go halfway. Push up. Plank pose. Shift forward. Look forward to your belly. Lower down. Locust pose. You can pull your arms back by your sides or lace the fingers at the low back. And start by squeezing the shoulder blades. Get a lift to your chest. Option to lift through your legs too. Strong core, front and back. Breath is still active, as well as the lift. Lift up higher. Breathe and lift higher. Release on the exhale, lower down. Hands under shoulders. Press yourself to tabletop. And then just like that first tabletop, we'll come into cow spine. Drop your belly, lift your heart, and sway your hips side to side. With your exhale, round your spine, shift your shoulders forward, and sway them side to side. Flow it through now. Inhale, belly down, peel your heart up. Exhale, stretch and round your spine. Again, inhale, belly down, lift your heart. Exhale to round your spine. Sink your right hip towards your right heel. Lean into and out of that hip a couple times. Circle to the left side. Lean into and out of your left hip. To center for child's pose. Widen your knees. Sink your hips back and extend your arms forward. So option to take that same shape of the arms that we created in low lunge, where the palms will press together here, elbows will bend, and we'll pull the thumbs towards the back of the neck. Just an option. Really nice stretch for the triceps. If you bend the elbows, you can extend your arms forward. And then an option for a side body stretch, walking your hands in one direction and shifting your hips in the opposite. If you shifted your shape, go ahead and take it to the other side. Lean into that opposite hip until you feel what you want to feel. to center in child's pose. Take a couple more breaths, and as you do, rock your forehead side to side, massage your third eye, and bring a subtle rocking motion into your hips as well. Walk your hands in, lift your torso up. We'll shift off to one side, swing your feet around, and from here we're coming down. You can hold your thighs for support or extend the arms forward if you want to work your core. Rounded spine as you lay back. Knees to belly once you're down. So rock the knees side to side. And with your hands on your knees, you might create some of those big, slow circles. Extend your legs up, lift your feet towards the sky, place your hands behind your knees, and massage your hamstrings. Let your legs open wide, palms to inner thighs. Flex and point through your toes, and add circles to your ankles. Let's happy baby it from here. Bend your knees, grab your feet or your legs. As you open up, take that first breath or two in stillness. Feel what you feel. And if your body is calling you towards movement, add that in. Rock around a little bit. And maybe play with adding length to your legs. Let's bring the knees to the belly. Let your arms open nice and wide. Take a deep breath in. Drop both of your knees to the right as you breathe out. Easy twist. Ending right where we began. Let's take an inhale through the nose and a big sigh through the mouth. With as little effort as possible, you can shift your knees through center and create that twist on the other side. And inhale through your nose. Sweet sigh through the mouth. And bring the knees to center into your belly, wrapping your arms around yourself. Take a moment to just love yourself up before we land. Maybe one last rock from side to side. And really pay attention to what it feels like to hold yourself in this way today. Let's find an inhale to squeeze in just a little tighter. And we'll release on the exhale for just a moment or two of rest. Knees can stay bent or legs can go long. Make sure you create a shape with your body that will allow you to relax and unwind for this last moment that we have. Breath in through your nose. Breath out through your mouth. Shavasana. We can get so mixed up thinking the things that we are desiring are just that, desires or wishes. Something imaginary that we hope for when we see a star falling from the sky. However, the reality of the situation is we are here to live this life. When we break down the walls of our own heart and face the whispers that come from within, are these just wishes? Or are these needs that you need to be a puzzle piece in your life? So whatever your needs may be, and however insignificant they may sometimes feel, don't let anyone or anything convince you these are something extra that you don't really need. You are the only one who can dictate the truth of what you need in your world. So today and every day, give yourself permission to honor your needs, really own them, and create the path to meet them. So with this last breath or two in stillness, I want you to call back in that vibration of fulfillment. Really feel that in the space of the belly as well as in your heart. And even pay attention to what comes to mind. Take a big breath in, fill yourself up, belly to heart to mind. And with a long, long exhale, release mind to heart to belly. Start to move with your next inhalation. Breathe some vibrancy and some life in. Take a full body stretch. If you're feeling it, send your arms over your head and reach. You can roll to one side or stay as you are. These next couple of breaths are yours to rise in your own way. Once you've lifted, we'll pull our hands to our heart, palm to palm. And with eyes closed, pressing your thumbs to your chest until you feel your heartbeat. Feel into yourself, and again, just asking, how are you doing? And as you walk off mat today, what is it that you need? How can you move towards that place and that vibration of more fulfillment? Let's take an inhale through the nose and that last sigh through the mouth. Bow your head forward to you and only you, to your sweetness, to your beauty, to your strength, to your perfectly imperfect self. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Namaste. Love you guys so much. Thanks for moving and grooving with me this morning. Remember to drink a lot of water. Take care of yourselves. And I hope you have a lovely weekend. See you guys another time, I hope. Have a good day.